Hey guys, I'm Marty Geek. In this video, I have an unboxing and hands-on look of the GameSir X2 Type-C mobile gaming controller for Android devices. Keep in mind, this was actually sent to me so I can try it out and make a video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing in this video. Now, I'm pretty sure if you haven't known by now, there is a Switch simulator in the market for Android devices, which of course will let you play Switch games on Android devices. And the only way you can actually play those games with the Android devices is if you have this controller. That's the case for now. Now it's kind of weird, right? Because apparently, I guess this controller was actually meant for that purpose because the configuration of this controller actually has the same configuration as the Nintendo Switch, which in a way kind of sucks because remember, this is meant for Android devices, okay? And it can be used but for other gaming besides the Switch simulator. So for me, I myself, I really don't care about the Switch simulator. I got a Nintendo Switch, of course, but you know, if you're looking for this to play Switch games on the Android devices, this is the controller you want to buy. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it here so you guys can have an idea how it looks and how you should, you know, expect when you receive it. Here in the side, like you see there, it says a Pro Grip, eSport Class Thumbstick, air cooling design, one-click screenshot. Okay. Here, see there, the controller looks pretty cool. Gonna take it out of the box. Of course, just like always, I test the controllers or devices and I like to put them back in the box. That way you know what to expect when you get them through the mail, right? So here it says, welcome to GameSir World. On the inside, if you open up like this, which is really cool that they did this design box like that, you're gonna have the GameSir sticker. You're gonna have this right here, which is, I think it's like a warranty detail. Yeah, it's like thanking you for buying it. And you got the GameSir instruction manual. You see there? So, and basically that's it. That's the only thing you're gonna see in this box right there. And now, of course, you got the controller, and inside there is absolutely nothing. Now, like you see here, this controller is meant to be similar to the Razer Kishi, which I made an unboxing weeks ago, and I actually returned it. It's kind of sad I can't actually compare it here personally, but I can show you on the video. I actually returned it because my main phone was actually going to be the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, right? And fitting that phone on the Kishi was a little bit hard, and I had to stretch the phone too much, and I was scared of scratching the phone or damaging the controller as well because it was getting really hard to actually stretch that much. But here on this device, I actually like this phone. Let's go and show you guys right here. You click it up right here, right? And it stretches perfectly good, and it still can stretch a little bit more, a couple millimeters more, because this can open up to 167 millimeters, which is it's really cool that it actually you know, can stretch that much, and it can actually hold the Galaxy Note 20 with no problems whatsoever. That's really cool. The only problem here is that the hump the Galaxy Note 20 has, like you see there, this controller is not completely flat to the body of the phone because it has that hump right there. I don't know if you can actually see it on the video, which kind of sucks. But the phone still, you know, fits perfectly good, and you can play games like that. Like you see here, you have the blue light right there, and that's because the connection with the USB-C has been done successfully. Let's go and take this out for a second. Now you might say, oh, that's scary, that might hurt your USB-C port. Well, no, they actually thought about it, and like you see here, this is the USB-C port, right? And like you see here, look how much it flexes. Look how much it flexes here on video. It flexes this much without damaging the phone or damaging the controller at all. So it's not gonna damage the connection port of your phone. That's good. So here you got the configuration of the buttons, and what I don't like about this controller is that, yes, okay, you made this controller so it can be compatible with the Switch emulator. But this is also a controller for Android phones, right? So you can play cloud gaming, you can play Android phones, and you know, they actually brought the directional button like the old, like this one right here, like the Nintendo Switch, which honestly kind of sucks compared to the, you know, Nintendo Switch Lite actually has a proper directional button, right? So why not, instead of copying the version that sucks, right, the D-pad that sucks, why not go ahead and put the real D-pad, you know, the D-pad that's actually real? So they decided to go this way, which for me, you know, it's okay. But for me, it would have been better if they had the traditional D-pad. It would have been way better. The buttons here are also same as the Nintendo Switch. See, XA, XA, YB, YB, and it also has the home button for the Nintendo Switch right there, and it has the screen capture button over here as well to record video and take screenshots. So everything, like you see there, everything is basically made to look like a Nintendo Switch. Now, honestly, I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks better than the Kishi. The Kishi is all black. They both feel the same. Price-wise, they're almost the same price. I think the Kishi is $79.99. This is actually $69.99. When they started selling it, I think it was for $99.99, but they actually lowered the price permanently to $69.99. So honestly, I think that's a good price. Now, I like also the back here. You got the logo, right? You got the logo of the GameSir, and this right here is rubber, which also makes it super awesomely more comfortable to be playing video games. The Kishi does not have like a rubber backing, so this actually feels a lot better. Here the triggers are going to be similar. Like you see there, this trigger style is actually going to be similar to the Nintendo Switch. Now, instead of ZR, right, it says R2, L2, L1, R1. So in that case, they didn't copy the Nintendo Switch, but they did copy it here. So, you know, they almost went all the way. Look at that. They should have put this Z2, right? If you're going to go all the way, you should have put it all the way, right? And they didn't. R2, L2, L1, R1. Here you got the G over here. You got the S over here. And the thumbsticks actually feel really good. What I don't like is that they are very, like you see here, compared to these thumbsticks. Look at that. They're very small. They're very small compared over here to these thumbsticks. Like you see there. Very, very, very small. But when you're actually using them and playing them, they actually feel really good. You know, they do click in. They do click in on both of them. And they actually feel very nice and accurate when you're playing video games. I'll be showing you guys some video games while I'm talking about this device. Also, when you're charging your phone, or of course, this does not have battery, right? This powers up with the USB of your phone, USB port of your phone. So when you put your phone in, right, this is, like I said, this is the Galaxy Note 20. And remember, this right here, the USB-C port, actually goes up and down a lot, so don't worry about that, you know. And we'll go ahead and stretch it out, and voila, that's how awesomely it fits. Once you connect it, it has a good connection when it's blue right there. And if you want to charge your phone while you're playing video games, all you got to do is get a USB-C cable, right, and plug it in, and look at that, it's going to start charging your phone. Over here, you're going to see another light that actually turns on white, letting you know that it's actually charging your phone. And you can play like that as well. So just like the Kishi, yes, you can play video games with your phone and charging at the same time. That is so cool. So the cool thing here, of course, is that I did test this with cloud gaming using the Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and it works perfectly good. What I really liked about Game Pass is that it actually recognized the configuration of the buttons. So I thought that was going to be a horrible, you know, experience, because I'm used to the Xbox controller when I'm using this or playing Xbox games. And the games, the configuration on the screen, it configures the game to these button controls that you see right here. which is good because, you know, if you're switching between different devices, sometimes it's confusing when they say press the A and instead of the A it's the B. But here the games actually recognize that you have a controller where it has this configuration, and that is good. That is good. So if you want to play cloud gaming on September 15th, when this actually comes out, available from out of beta. So yeah, this is gonna work perfectly good. I played a whole bunch of games here and I had no problems whatsoever. And I also played with the GeForce. Of course, I was gonna show you guys the GeForce. GeForce Now, I also did play it, and I was playing Watch Dogs 2. You know, I was playing Watch Dogs 2, and the game played flawlessly. The controls worked awesomely good, and I had zero problems whatsoever when it came to using this controller with Watch Dogs at all. I had no problems whatsoever. So I expect if you're going to be buying this to play cloud gaming via GeForce Now or Game Pass when it actually comes out on September 15th, I think this is a very good option. The only negative thing is, of course, that these buttons right here, if you're playing like a fighting game, might be you know, a pain, because this right here is not good for when you're playing like Mortal Kombat games or games like that, fighting. I don't like using these controllers for those type of games. But for everything else, you know, for Android games, it also works really good. And the configuration, the game actually recognizes the configuration of the controller. So you see here, the game actually looks very badass when you're playing it here. So you got the controls. Okay. Whoop. Drifting. Double tap right there. So cool. So that's the cool thing, you know, for me, in my opinion, it works really damn good. Whew. There you go. Awesome. 2 shockwaves. Good. So, and another thing, remember it said that it has screenshots there? Yes, you can take screenshots there, and I was surprised because I pressed this button. Let's go and show you guys right now. Press this button, and it takes a screenshot. Doesn't matter what are you using. See there, you have the options to take crop the photo or share the photo, and it doesn't matter what game you are. Okay, let's go and unlock that car. Yes, baby. Oh, look at that. We have a new car. Awesome. Yeah, baby. Cool. And let's go and get out of here. Let's go and get out of here. So yeah, you can take a screenshot whenever you want. You just click right there. Boom. It takes a screenshot. If you're playing a game, if you take it on an application, anything you're doing, you can actually take a screenshot. Now, I believe you cannot take videos. Like right now on the Switch, normally you press and hold, and it takes a video. This right here, instead of taking a video, it goes to this screen right there, which lets you turn off the phone. If you tap right here, doesn't do nothing. If you tap and hold, doesn't do nothing. Over here, I think if you tap over here and hold, nope, nothing and nothing. Okay, there you go. We see they launched this right there. So guys, I just wanted to share this video so you guys can have an idea how the GameSir X2 Type-C actually works. Like I said, I have no problems whatsoever when it comes to playing video games here with this controller. I really like the way it looks. I love the fact that it's white with black buttons and it has these buttons colored. It looks like the Nintendo Switch. I really do like it. The only complaint that I have about it is that for me, instead of going copying this portion, this style of the game, the Nintendo Switch, they should have copied this style of the Nintendo Switch. They should have gone with the real D-pad instead of the separate buttons over here. And of course, since this is for Android, can't use this with the Nintendo Switch if I wanted, because this right here, if it's not connected to the phone, it has no power whatsoever. This has zero power whatsoever. This powers using the phone. And also they have the technology in the inside that doesn't actually burns too much power from your phone. So that's one good thing about it. This can't work with the Nintendo Switch, so why, why have this configuration for Nintendo Switch instead of having it for the Xbox controller or for the normal PC controller, which is, this button right here, this configuration, BAYX. But they decided to go this way, even though they actually put R2, L2, L1, R1 instead of Z2, Z1. I don't know. For the price, it's not bad either. $69.99. I think it's actually a good price. Feels good. Quality-wise, feels awesome. If you have a huge phone like the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it actually fits. It fits up to 167 millimeters. I believe the Ultra is 165 millimeters or 64 millimeters, something like that. And this right here, like you see there, this right here is not gonna damage your device at all. Like you saw right there on that device, it's not gonna damage your device at all. So that's also really good. So there you go, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about it. Of course, I just show you a couple gameplay that I've done on this device using cloud gaming and Android devices. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think about it. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Wicked body shot. Explorer suplex. From behind. Now on a neck breaker. Head scissors applied. Oh, look at this. Raining down elbows. How do you get the upper hand against Aleister Black when his strikes are so quick, so vicious? You got to take his legs out of the equation as soon as possible. You can't get knocked out by a black mass if Aleister Black can't kick you. That's easier said than done, Corey. Unlike many superstars in the locker room, guys, Aleister Black truly is a man of few words. Instead, he chooses to express himself through the artwork inked across his body. When you look at this, it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one. Brutal knee right to the face.